I am speaking to you from the cabinet room at Sensible Studios. This morning, my moderator on Discord handed the Mitchell Flat Earther a final note stating that unless we heard from him by 11 o'clock, that he was prepared at once to produce a 4-hour video or issue an immediate refund. A state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently Mr. Sensible is at war with Mitchell from Australia. You can imagine what a bitter blow it is to me that all my long struggle to win peace has failed. Yet I cannot believe that there is anything more or anything different that I could have done, and that would have been more successful. And now we have resolved to finish it. I know that you will all play your part with calmness and courage. At such a moment as this, the assurances of support that we have received from subscribers, members and patrons are a source of profound encouragement to us. Now may God bless you all, and may he defend the right. For it is evil things that we shall be fighting against: brute force, bad faith, injustice, scamming, and downright stupidity. Against them I am certain that the right will prevail. Thank you.
Hi and welcome back to the ongoing saga with Mitchell from Australia, the Flat Earther I paid to do a job. If you haven't watched the series, you can watch this playlist, I Hired a Flat Earther. But meanwhile, here's a very brief potted history. Mitchell from Australia filmed a Foucault pendulum that he said proved the Earth didn't rotate. However, it was highly cut. I suggested he filmed uncut for 4 hours. He said he would do this for $150 Australian, so I paid him. He produced a video that was 3 minutes 28, so I asked for my money back. He refused. I asked again. He got legal and started sending me strange legal letters. I made a very reasonable compromise proposal to try and sort things out. However, he ignored it and carried on getting legal. So I issued a PayPal chargeback. That brings us just about up to date. Just about, because I received this email from Mitch.
Unfortunately for you, PayPal have rejected your refund dispute and confirmed the money you donated to me was indeed a donation, with no obligation for me to provide a service of any kind. PayPal confirmed you were fully aware you were willing giving a donation, as you accepted the PayPal donation terms and conditions when making a donation. PayPal are now aware of your fraudulent claims and will be pursuing you for an explanation. Your scams are catching up to you, John.
I failed to see how paying money and asking for it back is a fraudulent claim or a scam of any sort.
Enjoy the salty aftertaste of General Anthony Clement Macaulay's famous declaration. Nuts.
So you obviously can't think of your own little insults, can you, Mitch?
You have until 11th September 22 to provide the requested documentation for your claim debt against me, or official default and private settlement notices will be served on you.
Oh noes. Well, I've got to be honest, I'm not entirely surprised at the PayPal response. PayPal are not a financial institution. They are a private company with their own little rules and regs. And the link that Mitch had provided did say donation. He's hiding behind that. I had sent PayPal a whole load of evidence, and it took them about 20 minutes to respond and basically reject the claim. I think it's time for a counter-offensive. These are all the legal letters that have gone between me and Mitch, including my last one, where I declare nuts. Frohickey, have a look at those, please. We'll also get some advice from my good friend Hedy Lamar. Sorry, that's Headley.
There might be a legal precedent, of course.
Hopefully you're the right guy for the job, Hedy.
Switch. Haley versus United States. Haley's 7, United States nothing. You see, it can be done. It can be done.
Hedy, unfortunately, I think your idea is just about as dumb as Mitch's. Haley versus United States is obviously US precedent. Golden Eagle Insurance versus Foremost Insurance, Mitchell, is also US precedent. It has nothing to do with a dispute between a UK citizen and an Australian one. You total chuff nugget. How are you getting on, Frohickey?
I don't understand. Why don't you just kick this guy's ass?
What?
Kick his ass. That's not a bad idea, Frohickey. Let's go ask a question. Hi, my apologies for this, but it's currently a question, not a report, and I'm in the UK and have had difficulty contacting you. My contact details are all valid, but the location details have been selected at random just so I could create this report. Recently, online, an Australian resident was asking me if anyone wanted to pay him to go to Space Science and do 4 hours of filming. He emailed me stating, and I show the email, I used the PayPal link and he confirmed I had paid him and confirmed he will do the filming. On 9th of August he provided a 3-minute 27-second video not showing what he said he would film and not 4 hours long. I've asked for my money back and he is now claiming it was a donation and refusing to return it. The PayPal link did say donation, but I paid the asked for $150 to the PayPal address he provided, and he hasn't provided the service he promised he would provide. I have full supporting evidence if it becomes required. Can you please just confirm that this would be classed as fraud in Australia so I can see if he will then return my money or if I will then need to contact you to make an official report? With regards, Mr. Sensible. Love and kisses. Within moments I had an acknowledgement. New South Wales Police Force Community Portal. Failed to pay report successfully submitted. Dear John, thank you for submitting your recent failed to pay report to the New South Wales Police Force. And shortly after that, a response. Your report has not been accepted. Oh dear. Alternatively, you may attend your local police station to report the incident. Police link comments. Good morning, John. Thank you for using New South Wales Police Force Community Portal to submit your report. The New South Wales Police Force cannot take reports of crime via the internet. If you have become a victim of an offence such as this, you will need to attend a local police station in your own country and report the offence in person. This cannot be done over the internet and must be reported to police at a police station. The police in your country can then forward any further investigations through Interpol to the Australian police for follow-up. Regards, Police Link. So it would appear, Mitch, that New South Wales police do consider what you have done to be an offence. However, I don't think it's really appropriate to contact my local police, get Interpol involved, and then New South Wales police for your crime of the century, your breach of contract and theft of $150. You may think yourself to be Mr. Big, but you're not exactly Ned Kelly now, are you? I think it's time for something completely different. Okay, let's try a little kung fu. Let's have a search for silence is deemed to be acquiescence. That strange term that Mitch used in his letter. Here we go. Look at that. banksecretsrevealed.com.au. I again take this opportunity to remind you that legal maxims dictate that silence is... That's his exact phrase. Let's have a look at Bank Secrets Revealed then. Here we go. Now, who are they? That looks like a particularly dodgy little website. Stuff about beating banks. Stuff about beating debt collectors. Very interesting. I wonder if we can find out some stuff about bankingsecretsrevealed.com. Let's have a quick look at them. Right, lots of links to their website. Ooh, knowyourrights.com. That sounds interesting. Let's have a look there. Know your rights. Debt problems, banks, bank fraud, getting out of debt. Not really applicable. What else have they got? Stuff about that disease and the jab. That's a little odd. Know your rights. The new mandatory jab laws are offensive. Anything else? Straw man. You are not a person, you have a person. One of the fundamental keys to the majority of the topics that we cover on our website is the concept of your straw man or legal person as opposed to you, the flesh and blood human being. I see. Sovereign citizen crap. They believe that there is you, the flesh and blood person, and there is the legal fictitious person, your birth certificate, where your name is all in capitals, and that you can get out of debts and driving licences and fines and whatnot, because those are all against your birth certificate, your fictitious person, and not you. It's all crap. It fails in court every single time. Conspiracy. One of our primary goals is firstly to awaken people to the truth. This website is a load of junk. Let's go back to Bank Secrets Revealed. I see they have an ebook. Perhaps that's where Mitch has got his information from. Option 1, $67. Ebook digital version. Documents included. Ooh, a load of template letters. How interesting is that? If only I could get into the website and see all these templates. Now I think my kung fu is pretty good. What about yours, Frohickey? Could you do it?
Sure, baby. My kung fu is the best, but it could take hours.
Hours? I thought your kung fu was the best. Get on with it then.
Yeah, here we go.
You're done. Let's see what you got.
Far out.
That's no good, Frohickey. That's all still encrypted. Well, I guess if you want something doing properly, do it yourself. Oh yes, Frohickey. My kung fu is strong. All the template letters. Let's look at one at random. Bank fraud letter. Okay, this looks like a template letter, all right. Loads of little coloured bits to fill in. Cracking job. Let's see what else they got. I see it's a flowchart there. Let's have a look at that. Bank, debt collectors. A whole flowchart telling you what letters to send when. I see the first one there is send bank request for further and better particulars. Let's have a look at that one. Right, it's another template letter to whom it may concern. I'm writing to quit. This looks very familiar. This is looking extremely familiar, if not identical. And look at this. I take this opportunity to remind you that legal maxims dictate that silence is deemed to... This is the initial legalese letter that Mitchell sent to me, with no doubts. Let's have a look at the reminder notice. And lo and behold, the same reminder notice that Mitch sent me, reiterating all the rubbish points made in the initial letter, and once again reminding me that silence is deemed to be acquiescence, a concept upheld in the case of Golden Eagle Insurance Company versus Foremost Insurance Company. Lovely, Mitch. Lovely. So it wasn't Bruce and Bruce after all then, was it? So Mitch, we have seen exactly where you got your legal advice from. It wasn't even your famous law firm of Bruce and Bruce. Oh no, it's some wobbly sovereign citizen bullshit website that you must have paid $67 Australian for. You idiot. I think it's time for an email response. Dear Princess Rainbow Cupcake III, tell you what,
my little green friend.
Forget the 11th September. I waive all of those additional days. Please serve these default and private settlement notices, of which you speak, forthwith, straight away, pronto, at once, and indeed now, if you dare. Chop chop, Mitch. Big kisses, Mr. Sensible, employer of Antipodean, upside-down, incapable, lying, dishonest flat earthers. So Mitch said he was going to send me a notice of default and a private settlement agreement. Well, guess what? Those are here. Let's have a look at the notice of default. Notice of default regarding credit card account. You do realise, Mitch, that all these wobbly legal templates are aimed at banks and credit cards and not someone who is asking for a refund. To whom it may concern, know all men that I, John Smith... That is not how you would speak in a legal document. Not in any way, shape or form. It mentions various points, talks about the extension, the fact you've sent a reminder, dated this day, Justice of the Peace exercising summary jurisdiction. You're going to take this to a Justice of the Peace. I would love to see that. And the private settlement agreement. Notice of private settlement agreement between John Smith and ABC Bank. in the matter of credit card account reference so-and-so. Let this serve as constructive notice that the matter of John Smith and ABC Bank has now been settled, closed and finalised by way of private agreement between the parties. Copies of all relevant documentation, including the original request for further and better particulars, the reminder, and we've already seen all those documents, Mitch. I have seen the notice of default. I have seen the private settlement agreement that you're about to send me. Any interference in this private contract by any third party would constitute an unwelcome and unlawful trespass, as well as a violation of oath of office. What the hell? What the hell have you been smoking, Mitch? This is so embarrassing. Still, I wonder if you'll send them to me. Well, after a few days, I heard nothing from Mitch. No default notice, no private settlement agreement. So I thought I will give him one final chance. Mr. Legally Challenged, also known as Mitchell from Australia. The payment to you for the 4-hour video of the focal pendulum was made 5th August 22. You have not provided me with that, but just a 3-minute 28 video. I have requested a refund several times, but you've just refused and told me to go away, and then issued legal letters. I had specified 1 calendar month when I made the payment for you to deliver the video. This expires on 5th September 22. Therefore, once we reach that date, and if you haven't either provided the paid for video or haven't issued a refund, I will take steps to recover my money. I look forward to hearing from you which option you intend to take. If I hear nothing, then I will just proceed. Mr. Sensible. And so I waited those last few days until 5th of September. From Mitchell, I heard nothing. So I popped onto my credit card's website and issued this chargeback. Now, it is possible that Mitch will be able to fight it, and it is possible that the chargeback will be rejected. However, I actually think I have a pretty good chance. And even if they do reject this chargeback, I think I've had my money's worth. I have shown what sort of a person you are, Mitch. Someone who welches on a deal, breaks contract. Someone who issues fake legal threats telling me to get a lawyer. Someone who just responds with nastiness. Not a nice person at all. Now, some people may be wondering about my Kung Fu and the Banking Secrets Revealed website. Well, I let them know about the weaknesses in their website that let me gain full access to all their templates. And in response, they sent me an email. Thanks, mate. We sorted that out now. Appreciate the heads up. If Mitch had just done the 4 hours filming, if he had been honest, if he had contacted me to sort out another date and time, etc., he would have had his $150. As it is, there's a very good chance I'm going to get my $150 back, which means that Mitch is out for the cost of the travel to the Science Museum. He is out for the cost of the tickets to the Science Museum. He's out for the value of his time, whatever value he places on it. And he's out $67 for his amazing legal advice. Oh dear, how sad. Never mind. Now, I have absolutely nothing against Australians. Far from it. I think Australians are a very fine people. They have to be. They produce Kylie Minogue. It is a shame that some Australians appear to be underhanded, to be dishonest, to be happy to try and hide behind weasel words and try and rip people off. Not very good as an ambassador for that fine country. So I think that pretty much draws this whole sorry saga with Mitchell from Australia to a close, and I don't think he's going to be very happy with the final result. I think the best way to finish this video is to hear from the very finest of Australians, the bravest of Australians, a most excellent group of Australians, colloquially known as diggers. Thank you very much. Stay sensible.
Once a down flat earther challenged Mr. Sensible. This should be fun, said the great Mr. S. As he sang, as he paid $150 bills. You'll come a waltzing bitch maid with me. Waltzing bitch maid, you'll come a waltzing bitch maid with me. And he sang as he waited for that Aussie verb to fail again. You'll come a waltzing bitch made with me. Down went our hero to try to film at the museum. Pendulum was broken, he was filled with glee. And he sang as he failed to film her for a video. You'll come a waltzing bitch made with me. Waltzing bitch made, you'll come a waltzing bitch made with me. You have breached the contract, so give me all my money back. You'll come a waltzing bitch made with me. Knowing he had failed and letting out a little wee, he sent his legal threats 1, 2, 3. Recognizing subsid crap, Mr. S did a chargeback. You'll come a waltzing bitch made with me. Waltzing bitch made, you'll come a waltzing bitch made with me. Thanks Mitch for the views, the subs and the ad revenue. You'll come a waltzing bitch made with me. Up jumped Mitch from us and burst out with some fluffy tears. You'll never catch me alive, said he. And his ghost may be heard if you pass by his channel now. You'll come a waltzing bitch made with me. Waltzing bitch made, you'll come a waltzing bitch made with me. And his ghost may be heard if you pass by his channel now. You'll come a waltzing bitch made with me.
Busted up, Mitch. Bitch made. Say it, Frohickey. Say it. Say it.
Your kung fu is the best.